Welcome to Everything Uncensored. My name is Doug. This is my YouTube channel, Striker 101. You can find me on other social media formats like Facebook at Striker 101 or Twitter at Striker 101. I'm also on Google Plus. Sometimes I will have a little helper here. Sort of looks and smells like Quasimodo, but seriously, I have no clue where he is today. He could be off in some gothic cathedral bell tower drooling on himself, dreaming of the day that he was a bell ringer at Notre Dame. Poor little hunchback freak. But enough about him right now because we really don't have the time for that twinkle toed numbnuts anymore. He should have been here. But on a brighter note, let's make a disclaimer right now. Anything I say or, do here, it's under my viewpoint. It's my content. So if I say something that offends you, don't get pissed off and leave. I mean, seriously. Because the next thing I do or say might make you laugh, and, it might brighten your day, and you keep laughing about it. So, I mean, I'm certain I'm going to say stuff that's going to piss people off. You know why? That's just me. I am me, and that's who I am. And frankly, I don't care. You like me, you don't like me, I'm always going to be me. But, we're going to hit on many different topics. Oh, and by the way, if you do hear something you don't like and you decide to stay, if you need a man pawn and some Midol, I'll ship one right out to you. Okay. Here at Everything Uncensored, we'll talk about everything. It doesn't matter. Politics, entertainment. We'll do reviews. We'll do interviews. We might pick a topic for each show and just focus on that. I'm working on getting an interview with a totally political show, maybe this weekend, maybe Saturday, with a good friend of mine, Keith and Kathy Beal in Franklin. I've been talking to them about an interview and doing a show together. They have a show on Facebook that they live stream called Heavily Medicated, and it's a very good show. You should check it out. And I've been talking to some artists about doing interviews, such as a couple other bands. Ron Henry, he's a musician out of Lewistown. The next time I get through there, we're going to do a live stream, interview him and his band, and possibly get some tunes played for a while and have a great show down there. The goals of this, live streaming and Everything Uncensored is the fact that we're trying to build our channel as fast as possible. I want to do it at lightning speed. So if you're watching and you got friends out there, that want to watch and shit, just let them know. And maybe we can get some stuff going on there. But sending some messages out to friends because by the looks of it, I have no one watching right now. So, I mean, I'm just sitting here talking to myself. So thank God I've pretty much messed up my whole script. So, at least the first page of it, the disclaimer, the welcome, thanking people for viewing and stuff. Well, I'm just thanking nobody apparently. So, let's see here. Current events. We'll get to those here in a few minutes. Current events. Oh, let's see here. Nobody's watching. We'll just go to entertainment, I guess. Breaking news today, Johnny Depp's getting a divorce 15 months after his marriage. So his wife filed for divorce. And apparently it was 3 days after Depp's mother had passed. So what's up with that? Is she that cold-hearted to file a divorce like that? I don't know. But also in the news, Dustin Diamond was arrested for a probation violation. Diamond played his Screech on the NBC show Saved by the Bell back in the 90s. Um, the other day I bought the new Disturbed CD, Immortalized. Listen to it. It's an awesome CD. You get the regular CD for anywhere between $12 to $15, depending on where you buy it. Or you could get the deluxe CD for $18 to $20. The price really depends on where you buy it. Those are the average prices that I checked at around my area in northwestern Pennsylvania. Um, Also reviewed the Breaking Benjamin CD. Once again, that's another awesome CD. It's entitled Dusk Before Dawn. It's really good. It's awesome. I recommend that. Um, Game of Thrones. I was at Walmart the other day, and Game of Thrones had the first two full seasons, the full season 1, full season 2 box sets on sale for $14.95 a piece. Now, really, typically that's $34.95, so you're saving $20 on those. If you like the Game of Thrones, I recommend you go out and pick them up right away. It's a limited time offer from the company that produces those. We're going to hit on DVD releases now. The DVDs that came out this week are How to Be Single, Zoolander 2, and Rise of the Legend. I have no clue what any of those are about. I should check them out sometime before, I just say, hey, these are out this week, but we'll check it out. And I'm certain I had another page here somewhere. Here we go. DVDs coming out, let's see, next Tuesday, May 30th, Triple and Zombies. Now, I've seen the previews for that movie, and B grade, I don't know. A roll, who can tell? But I'll tell you what, it's going to be a pretty good movie according, seeing the previews of it. So, I recommend that one. I think I've seen the previews for Gods of Egypt. And if it's the movie I'm thinking of, awesome special effects. It'd be well worth the watch and the purchase, Over the weekend, the top 3 movies in theaters, the highest grossing movies, number 1 was Angry Birds at $38.2 million brought in over the weekend. The second movie was Captain America Civil War, bringing in $32.9 million. And the third movie was Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, at $21.8 million. Actually, I want to see all 3 of these movies. I've seen the previews for all of them. Angry Birds, awesome. Love the games. And the movies ought to work out perfectly. As for Captain America Civil War, who doesn't like Iron Man? Captain America battling? Let's see who wins that one. Neighbors 2. The first Neighbors movie was awesome. Have it on DVD. Let's see if they can top themselves. I guess Zac Efron is back in the second one. So this ought to be pretty hilarious. So I recommend all 3 of those. Now let's go on to current events. And, I did have this all in order, but, oh well. We'll work things out as we go. Each show will get better and better, and hopefully my graphics get better. I don't know. I did a live stream last night to test this encoder, and the graphics that I broadcast across were perfectly clear. The audio was perfect, and today it just looks like it's all grainy. The video's all grainy. So I don't know what's going on, and I don't. Yeah, oh, my damn HP wanted to update in the middle of a live stream. Uh, and I don't know. I have absolutely no watchers this whole time. I don't know if it's because I missed my live stream hookup, because when I first signed on, the video was grainy. I went in, changed some resolution settings, restarted my encoder and stuff, changed them, and come back on. And I did have one viewer as I went offline. And when I came back, I have no viewers, but this is being recorded and uploaded, so y'all can watch it at any time and feel free. If you missed the live stream, that's fine. You view the video later, just leave a comment or something, giving me ideas for what to talk about on my next show. And I'm going to try to do a live stream every day. I do drive truck, and I will eventually be leaving. So at some point, my live streams will probably end for a while, and I'll just go to recorded videos. But I will try to upload something every day. It might not be a lengthy show because I work so hard when I'm out driving, that I might take my laptop into the restaurant and record a quick show, um, right there while I'm eating dinner, and upload it on the free Wi-Fi or something. And but somehow I'll make it work, and try to upload a show every day. But oh, my mouth's getting dry. But we're going to hit on current events right now, and these are ripped from the headlines of CNN and MSNBC. So just the headlines. The rest of this shit, that's all me. I wrote this, so hey, uh, this is just how it is. Um, but nobody knows that the U.S. nuclear program is still run on obsolete 8-inch floppy disks. Now, some of y'all are too young to remember these things, and I barely do. They were almost phased out by the time I was old enough to know what computers were, but they're like just flimsy plastic disks. They're about, oh, shoot, that big. And, you know, these discs became obsolete in the 80s and were replaced by 3.25 inch. They were a little harder. They were still square, and they fit into the computer, a little slot on the front of the computer. And they were even phased out in the 90s and replaced with CD. This just goes to show our government is run by dinosaurs that can't keep up with new technologies. But by not keeping up with these new technologies, by keeping the older redundant systems in place, it's preventing hackers, like a 15-year-old delinquent accidentally starting World War III because he's sitting on his couch with his Game Boy playing, who knows, Call of Duty or something. Next thing you know, there's a nuclear strike because he hits the proper sequence of buttons on his Game Boy. Well, these older systems will keep that shit from happening. So, but because these older systems are in place, it does cost the taxpayers $60 billion. That's billion with a B, dollars a year to keep these systems running. So it's either pay big and have systems into place that can't be hacked, or update the systems and risk hackers starting all out World War III. I'd much rather pay and be safe. Second thing here on current events, South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley signs a bill banning abortion for pregnancy 20 weeks and over. But the bill does cover for abortions over 20 weeks if the mother's life is in danger. The bill didn't cover for rape or incest. Seriously, incest? Is it that big of a problem in North Carolina that it would even ever be mentioned in a bill? Apparently, it is. I really wonder how many kids in South Carolina are running around who their dad's their brother or their mom's their aunt. It just sounds like South Carolina has some real moral issues. Everybody picks on West Virginia. I guess peeps haven't been hitting enough far enough south for the whole Mason-Dixon line and the whole incest ordeal. On CNN today, Trump admits to using aliases. Of course, the Donald is using aliases. And he dresses like a low level hip hop star when he goes to the whorehouses. Really? Could you imagine if he went there as himself? The press would have a field day, not to mention the spawn of Satan, Hillary. Trump's rebuttal to Clinton could always be, at least I'm helping a young girl further her education. He could claim catching a glimpse of Hillary sneaking out the back door off after getting some much needed R&R. And let's see here. Democratic candidate Bernie Sanders agrees to debate Donald. Trump was asked on Jimmy Kimmel Live if he would ever consider debating Sanders in California. And of course, not long after that, Sanders tweeted, "Game on. I'll debate you before June 7th. Seriously, this is going to be one impressive show if it actually goes down. Like a gunfight in the Wild Wild West. The spawn of Satan wasn't invited to the debate, primarily because she is too busy trying to dig up more dirt on Bernie and the Donald. The whole time Trump is looking at the camera and screaming, 'Not today, Satan, not today.'" Will the long lines at airports end soon? Not likely. The TSA is so busy worrying about bullshit like fingernail clippers and, my back hair removal wax. I mean, are the stringent security measures really needed anymore? If it's going to a foreign country or coming in from a foreign country, fine. But a domestic flight, seriously? Could you imagine some terrorist, turban optional, not going to go there with the racism and stuff? They have a right to live too. But could you imagine a terrorist going against an air marshal with a set of fingernail clippers and him having his pistol with rubber bullets in it? Seriously? Who's going to really win that fight? The TSA has just gone too far with what you can take on a plane and what you can't. I mean, and that's the whole point. They got to search everybody's shit, and that's why the lines are so long. So, the long lines at airports, your main ones are LAX, O'Hare, JFK. They're not going to end anytime soon, so don't look forward to that. But that's all I have for this show. We've run about 20 minutes, so I'm trying to find some better current events tomorrow, and I'll see you then.